Sports Arena here in Oswego, New York, as we get ready for a matchup between the Canton Kangaroos and the Oswego State Lakers. I'm Kyle Spizak. Joined by me is Patrick Machado on our first call together in our 2 years of doing this. Yet to get a call together, our first one. This should be a fun day here today, Pat.
Usually behind the mic in your earpiece, but it's great to finally be alongside the call with you. This should be a lot of fun as we get set for a matinee matchup here in the Deb.
And it's going to be a big matchup here tonight in the Newell, as the Canton Kangaroos are currently 1-11. The Oswego State Lakers 9-5. The Lakers getting a big win over the Potsdam Bears last night on the back of a Mac Hall hat trick. All 3 goals scored in a row in the third period of last night's game. So Oswego looking for the same production out of her here tonight, and a great atmosphere here today in the middle of January in Oswego. As we get ready for puck drop here, taking the face-off will be number 26, Kenzie Malone. And right off the face-off goes over to Bednarik, taken away in the middle by Snook. Coming down the far side, Bettel in the corner between Zenstein. They're going to throw it in front. Malone picks that one up to Hall. Bednarik's going to chase that one. It'll be sashayed down in by Lalonde. Picked up behind the net by Shell. Shell finds a wide open Bednarik on the other side. Coming down this side, takes a shot. That one goes off the shin pads into the corner.
Good game for Bednarik yesterday. 3 assists with 7 shots against Potsdam in what could be described as a revenge win.
And Hall with a chance there. She takes a backhand shot. That one's just kicked away by Alvarez. Out of the zone, chasing that one back is Rhea Zemlak. Zemlak up to McGrath. McGrath with the first goal in the contest yesterday. McGrath gonna chase that one across the blue line, chip it down into the corner and get her own chip in. She looks in front for Haas, but Haas moved down to the goal line. That one's gonna go back behind the net, picked up by Hansen. Hansen's gonna throw it up the boards. That one's gonna get out of the Canton zone, picked up by Haas. Haas finds over to Zemlak. Zemlak looking for Gates, but Gates falls down. And a hit along the board side there, but no call will be made. And a wide open pass over to Grugan. Grugan's got a 2-on-1 opportunity. She looks for McGrath, but she passes it too far behind into the skates of Ashlyn McGrath. Canton coming out the zone with a little bit of speed here. That one's taken away by Grugan. Picked back up and kicked down in by Couture. And Levy's just going to freeze that one there as we have 18-16 left to go in the first period.
So a couple early chances for Oswego. It's unfortunate they were unable to connect with the pass for Gates as she lost an edge at a untimely time. But able to recover are the Lakers to get a 2-on-1 back the other way. Unfortunately, the pass was just a little behind McGrath.
Shines wins the face-off there as they're going to kick it over to Grugan. That one stopped by Couture. She's going to dump that into the far side corner, picked up in the corner by Booth. Booth wraps that one around, looking for Grugan, can't find her, so it goes back to Couture once more. She's going to look across ice. Chasing that one down is Clement. To Shines. Shines gets to Kirkostas. Kirkostas coming down the close side wing with a little bit of speed. She's going to take that one behind the net, tries to cycle it, can't find anybody there. Preston at the point. Preston looks for D partner Booth, but she was not there. Taking it down is Snook. Snook with a little bit of speed. She's going to try to get a backhand shot off, but too far into the side. Can't get a good shot off there, and Levy covers that up one. Routine.
Snook from Paradise, Newfoundland, the 5'4" junior. 6 goals and 5 assists early in the season, just about a point a game. Really quick. You can see looking to capitalize off of those turnovers, and she has the speed to take it back quick.
And Burke's going to win that face-off back for the Lakers. Hudon's going to try to pick it up in the corner. Can't do so. A tip in front, but it goes to the side. The tip was by Cameron Barnes, an former Oswego State player, recently transferred over to the Canton Kangaroos. Coming down is Valaket. Valaket trying to find something to do. She gets pushed into the corner by Shell. Hudon up the middle, finds Corbett. Corbett trying to find Hudon again, can't connect there. That one is dumped down into the Oswego State zone by McGarity. Looking over for Corbett. She's going to get the red line, just dump that one down into the corner. Thrown up the ice by Canton. Can't connect there. McGarity misses that pass there, but she picks it back up. She's going to go D to D. Looking up the ice, trying to get something moving here is the Canton Kangaroos. Back up to McGarity. She's just going to throw that one down in the corner and go and get a line change.
All Oswego here in the opening 4 minutes or so.
As Hull's going to try to get that one there. Can't connect into center ice. That one's going to be dumped down in by the Kangaroos. That one goes straight to Levy, and she's just going to cover that one up. An easy save for Levy, and the face-off will be on the far side corner.
Oswego not letting Canton get any second chance opportunities. Consistently freezing the puck is Levy. Haven't had that much sustained offense is the Canton Kangaroos, and trusting the face-off team. Oswego winning 54% of their face-offs on the year. They lose this one.
And that is only the third face-off loss on the year for Kenzie Malone, an absolute stud within the face-off circle. As that one's going to be an offsides call, just couldn't stay on sides there. Malone flew the zone a little bit early, and Bednarik went in a little bit early.
Well, you play 15, going back to Malone, you play 15 games and you only get beaten 2 of those games. This is a person that you always want in your circle. They can always give you a chance, especially when it comes down to crunch time.
As she loses another one there, but no harm, no foul, as the puck is still in the center ice as the stick goes flying down to the Canton goal. Picked up in the corner by Canton. Coming off the ice, a little chip pass there from Valcat. Valcat's going to dump that one in. That goes back to Maya Booth. Booth with an escape turn, looking up ice, trying to find Hall. That goes into the feet of Hall. Booth makes a play on that. Gets bounced around, but it slides right into Levy's crease. She covers it once again. Not a hard-working day for Lexi Levy so far. She's had a few stoppages, but really they've just kind of slid right into her.
No, it's deja vu all over again. The same side, the same play, low dribbler puck, able to get a glove on it as we take a look at that shot in the slot. More of a chop, really, just trying to get it on goal. Canton, with their opportunities, are unable to get them.
As Mucha comes down into the corner there, she's going to try to pick it up as she takes some fierce battling from Hansen, and a player falls down for Oswego State. No call there. So that's going to get wrapped around to Barrett. Barrett's looking across ice trying to find McGarity. McGarity couldn't connect, but that one's dumped down into the zone by Emerton.
What I was trying to say rather poorly is Canton's finding the space on the ice that they need to be in, but they're wasting their opportunities.
As a delayed offsides makes Leitonen come back out of the neutral zone. McGrath's going to battle her on that one. Goes across ice. That one goes up to Couture. And Zenstein tries to throw it up, but that one hits the back of Leitonen. Grugan battling for the puck down in the corner. She's going up against McGarity. That one's shovel passed back down into the zone by O'Kefe. And a good tie-up in front by Zenstein, not allowing a shot opportunity from Labor.
That one deflected and took an unlucky roll into the slot. Zenstein with the tie-up to save a goal.
Shine's coming down, trying to pitchfork that one back down in the zone. She will do so as it's wrapped around the back of the net by Canton. Grugan meets it on the other side, but she cannot pick up the puck. Labor is going to pick that one up. She's just going to fire it down into Oswego's zone. Canton's going to get a change. That one's picked up by Zemlak behind the net.
Both teams with fresh bodies.
Webster's going to throw that one back behind. That one goes up to the top. That's a shot from Valakat down into the corner. Battle behind the net. Webster's pinning a player against her. Stick's a little bit high. No call against Webster there as she takes the puck out of the corner. Looking for Corbett. Just goes behind her. Can't connect on that as a pass across ice. Looking over for Lalonde. Lalonde takes down an Oswego player. Lalonde with the opportunity there, and that one goes wide. Corbett coming up the ice. She's going to dump that one in. Tries to get a little pass in for Burke. Burke beats out the icing call. Throws it in front, but nobody's there to connect. Hudon with a shot, and the puck's still loose in front. The puck's still loose, and the ref blows the whistle due to lost sight of the puck there. Oswego with a nice little opportunity there. Nobody in front to bang home the rebound, though.
First bit of chaos in the game as the referee calls that one just a little bit early due to the massive humanity in front. Good chance from this fourth line of Oswego. Gritty beating out the icing calls we see here. Tried to center it out. It was blocked by the goaltender, and then following up is Hudon with a good shot on goal.
As Malone throws that one back up to the point to Booth. Back down in the corner to Bednarik. That's going to go over to Hull. Hull with the 3 goals yesterday. She takes a shot. That goes right into Leitonen, and Leitonen's down. Leitonen gets back up on her own accord as she goes back in for the play. Hockey, a true warrior sport out here. Booth with a shot opportunity there. Hits a body in front, goes back into the corner. Back up to Preston. Preston throws it back down to Hull. They're going to throw it into the corner to Booth. Booth back down to Preston. Preston with a shot and a tip in front. A good tip by Bednarik, but nothing can come out of that. Goes wide. Preston back up to the point. Back over to Booth. Booth with a low shot. That one's going to go off the pad and into the corner. Picked up by Canton. Canton's trying to wrap it back up the boards. Can't do so as they finally find Leitonen on the other side. Preston stops that in center ice. Malone's just going to chip that one down in. Oswego gets a change.
Great shift from that first line. Looking like a power play out there.
As Mucha picks that one up in the neutral zone, she's going to chip that one down in. McGrath's going to pick it up in the corner with some heavy pressure on her. McGrath throws it in front to Haas. Haas tries to get a shot off, bangs the side of the net on that one. Back behind the net to Mucha. Mucha throws it back over, picked up by McGrath. McGrath, one of the leading point scorers on this Oswego team this year. An outstanding season, really stepping up from her role last year. As a shot from the point from Shell gets kicked away by Alvarez. That one's going to be dumped up the ice, but it hits the glove of Shell. Oswego still maintains control of the puck right now. McGrath with a shot opportunity there. Gets tipped in front, but Haas almost gets the rebound opportunity there. Picked up behind the net.
Haas also with 3 assists yesterday. Most points in a game for her this season.
Wheeling it up was Mac Ilvin. Can't get anything done there as a lot of bodies are being thrown in front of the Oswego State bench. Picked up by Kierkostas. Kierkostas tries to go through the legs. Can't do so. Good defensive play from Canton. Shines is going to tip that one down in. And Kierkostas gets pinned against the boards there. Shines battling 2 defenders behind the net. Down in the corner battling for that. That is Megan Gates. Gates pinned up against the boards with a few Canton players, and the play will be stopped as there was no movement of the puck there. 10:32 to go in the first period.
Gates, the extra skater tonight, hasn't played 3 games in a row until this point in the season, so getting a spot in the lineup to transfer from Sacred Heart University, looking to make the most of it as we take a look at that chance from Haas, getting a deflection on the puck. And just a little too tight on the goaltender to change much of an angle.
A little bit too close in, but a good opportunity still for the Lakers as they've had a decent amount of opportunities in this first period, which is surprising given the Kangaroos are 11-1 on the year so far. A really solid season for the Kangaroos. Throwing it up, can't get it out of the zone, but it is then pitchforked out. That one's going to be thrown down in by Lalonde. Chasing that one down in the corner is Clement. Clement can't get the puck. It goes over to Zemlak. Zemlak gets it up to Bednarik. Dumped down in. That one's going to be picked up by Webster in the corner. Webster looking what to do. She throw it up to Bednarik. That one gets stopped at the point by Panko. Tries getting it up to Malone. Panko with a good defensive play to shut that one down. But Bednarik coming down the side with a little bit of speed. She's going to get a shot off there. Just sails it a bit wide. Wraps around, but no harm, no foul. Picked up by Booth. She gets it over to Preston. Preston coming down with a bit of speed. She's going to take this one in herself. Tries to chip it on net. A lot of sticks over in the corner there, but it's picked up by Canton. They're going to try to get it out, but Booth with a great defensive play to keep the play going in the Canton zone. Picked up by Shines. Shines wheeling around the circle, trying to find someone. Can't do so, but Booth gets a shot on that. That one's blocked in front. A great stick from DeToro. Pinned in the corner once again, but Shines is going to break that one up. Throws it up the ice. Stopped by Preston at the point. Preston's going to look down. She'll find Grugan. Grugan tries getting a shot on that, but can't do so. Odd angle trying to shoot it from the goal line down there. Grugan tries to shoot it back over to Shines. Can't do so. Intercepted. Canton's taking it up the ice now. They're going to get the red line and just dump it in, get a line change.
She was hoping that Shines was going to go to the other side. That was a beautiful cross just behind the goal line.
And a battle at the blue line here. Shines and Grugan going at it. Burke, my apologies. Burke's going to get it over into Corbett. She blows out higher. Zenstein gets it up to Corbett. Over to Hudon. Hudon with the opportunity, trying to cut into the middle. Couldn't do so. And a penalty on the Canton Kangaroos will be called. We'll have to see who it is. It's a hooking call.
I think it's coming up to Alexia Labor.
Labor is going to be sent to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. So Oswego gets its first power play of this game right here. 8-56 on the year. A 140.
And it's that hook up in the hand section. She would have been out the other way if it wasn't for that. And Oswego State to a power play.
As Haas chases that one back. She'll get it up to Bednarik. Bednarik looking over to Haas. Trying to chip it up. And that one's going to be shot straight into the Canton bench. Heads up.
Good morning.
Good morning there. Nobody gets hit, thankfully.
Close call for the coach there.
Yeah, especially for the coaches, you know.
That's J.J. Clark, the assistant coach behind the bench.
Yeah, you know in hockey you play pads because pucks hurt. Pucks hurt a lot. Those things come in flying pretty fast, and if you take, especially taking one from a D3 player at this level, that's not going to feel very good at all whatsoever. As Malone gets that one up to the point to Webster, back down over to Malone, to Haas below the net. Looking for Malone, streaking down the middle, couldn't connect on that.
Good save by Webster.
Webster looks cross ice for Haas. Down low for Malone. Looking in front for Bednarik. Bednarik with a shot, but a great blocker save by Alvarez. Picked up by Haas. Haas coming up the high circle. Haas trying to figure something to do. She's just going to chip it down to Malone below the red line. A little bit of cycling going on for the Lakers. At the point, can't connect on that, so Bednarik gets down in the corner. She's going to throw it behind the net to Malone. Back up to Haas. Haas looking for that perfect backdoor pass, but Canton's taken away, and a penalty will be called against the Lakers there. It will be a tripping call on 74, Simone Bednarik.
So that'll even it up with some 4-on-4 action. Bednarik almost getting a chance. I think that one might have got blocked before it got through in that pass to the front of the net that went off a Canton player. But there'll be a little bit of extra room as Bednarik goes off the trip.
Bednarik didn't mean to trip her there. It was kind of just coincidental. Going for the puck, hit the skate instead as we take a look at the replay there. Nothing you can really do on that one as Oswego State loses the face-off to start this 4-on-4. This 4-on-4 period. 52 seconds on the 4-on-4. That was blocked by Mucha. It's going to be picked up by Zenstein. She's going to come up herself. Tries chipping it up to a streaking McGrath, but couldn't get it past Laitland. Mucha's coming down. It's a 2-1 opportunity. She's got McGrath wide. Looks for McGrath, but gets a shot on net instead.
Good poke check by Alvarez.
Alvarez pokes that one in the corner, and now coming up the ice with some speed is Canton. Looking over for Layton and couldn't connect in front of the net there. Mucha's going to pick it up again. Coming up with some speed. She's got a 1-on-2 chance here. Corbett drops back. Doesn't go down, speeding as a trailer. Missed opportunity for the Lakers there.
I think they're just looking to buy time, get the right personnel out there for the PK.
And that will be dumped down into the corner. Zenstein's going to challenge that one. Can't get it out of the zone as it's stopped by Couture at the top. Battling along the far side boards. Hudon's going to pin Labor against the boards there. Kicked back up to the point. That's Couture. Tries to find Labor again. Can't find her. It's tied up by Shell. Picked up by Labor. Throws it in front. Can't connect on that. That one's going to clear the Oswego zone as Couture goes back and picks that one up. She's going to throw it cross ice. That one was picked up by McVillan. Thrown around the corner, Labor. Zenstein behind the net. That one's going to be picked up by Oswego. Coming up the boards with a bit of speed is Haas. Haas trying to make a move to the inside. Couldn't do so. A good defensive poke check by the Canton Kangaroos.
Haas looking to just push the play to end out the PK.
McGrath with a shot on net. That one's blockered away, and that's a good keep-in by Webster at the point. Webster with a shot, and that's going to be an easy glove save for Alvarez.
And that's why you do exactly that. Just 10 seconds to go in the penalty kill. You could hit it down, waste a couple seconds, but when the open lane on the near side for Haas, she takes it into the zone, wastes a couple time, and then the power play ends, and Oswego's able to turn it into offense. An easy shot on goal from Webster, but now you have an O-zone face-off with 5 minutes to go in the first.
And taking the face-off is Mucha. Mucha's going to tie up in the circle, but Canton will gain possession of the puck. Coming up is Barnes. Dumped down in the corner. That's going to be chased down by Barrett. Barrett's going to get possession of the puck, but Mucha picks it up after a battle behind the net. Mucha taking it up the near side boards. She's just going to ram it off the boards, trying to find McGrath, but McGrath will beat out the icing call. Played by Alvarez up the boards. A close play from Alvarez there. As Canton has a little bit of momentum coming into the zone now, wrapped around the boards. It'll be picked up by Zemlak in Oswego's near side corner. 3-on-1 opportunity for the Kangaroos there, but a good block shot in front by Webster. Kicks it over to the corner. Looking in front, Benarik's going to just kind of tip that one back down behind the net, keep it away from Lexi Levy's crease. And a shot from the point, a good block from Hull, not letting that one get through to see the light of day. That one's just going to be thrown up the boards by Oswego. And another race battle beaten out. Malone and Benarik with a chance in front, but she just skies that one to the right. Oswego's hustling has really been beneficial for them in this game. That is 3 beat-out icing calls they have made in this shift alone. Preston with a shot opportunity on that. That one's going to go back behind the net. Shines misses on that one, and it's going to be a battle in the corner, picked up by, I believe that is Young. Young will dump that down into the corner.
And as Oswego come to skate today.
Levy's going to throw that one up, but it's picked up by Couture. Couture D-to-D pass. Kirkasis is going to dump that one down in. Going to be chased down by Riley Preston. And an opportunity for the Lakers there, but Booth couldn't corral it in at center ice. And the Lakers' passing game has looked really good today so far, Pat.
Tape to tape, and just take a look at that shot total. It's 12-3. Absolute dominance from the green and gold today.
As Grugan's going to take a hit there, but it doesn't phase her as the puck comes out. Bichelle picks it up. She's going to chip it around into the Canton zone. That one's going to be dumped down to Leighton. Leighton coming in. She's got a slew of Oswego players on her. Couldn't do anything there. Got swallowed up by the green and gold. Thrown behind the net. Picked up by Shell. Hudon at the blue line. She's going to try to find over to Zenstein. A few redirections in front before it got over to Zenstein. Corbett can't pick up that one. It's picked up by Canton. They're going to chip it over. They're looking over for McGarity. Chipped over. Burke's coming down with a bit of speed. McGrath's going to go to the front of the net. Looking for McGrath. McGrath a chance there, but couldn't connect on a odd angled rebound. Picked up behind the net by Canton. Thrown in front. Burke with a perfect opportunity. Couldn't get the shot off. Not enough time. McGrath with a shot. She'll just sky that, or hit that one left of the net. A good opportunity. Oswego's forecheck has given them countless opportunities so far, Pat.
But, you know, they haven't been able to get it any past Alvarez yet, and it's still 0-0. And for as bad as the chances for Canton have been this period.
As a chance right there, but it doesn't go.
Something like
anywhere.
that could happen.
And in front, a shot opportunity. That one goes off the back of the leg of Webster. Oswego playing some really sound defense in front of the net, not allowing anything to get to Lexi Levy. Mucha's going to take that one behind the net with a little bit of speed, and it will be a delayed call for the Oswego Lakers. And the whistle is blown there. It'll be a tripping call on the Canton Kangaroos. Oswego will go to a power play with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the first period.
And this is when you want them, right? Especially if you're able to score, rather, as they now have 1 minute and 10 seconds with 50 seconds of carryover time should it go into the next period. But if you have a chance to score a goal in the final minute of a period, that's the reward for the dominance that the Lakers have shown for 20 minutes of play so far. Can they get it?
The Lakers did not waste any time in this game carrying the momentum of last night's Potsdam win. They are wheeling out here today. Behind the net is Malone. Malone's going to take it alongside the boards, back up to Haas at the point. Bednarik's going to try to get a shot opportunity in front, gets hit by a couple sticks and goes back into the corner, but Haas has it on the near side boards. That goes up to Malone. Malone goes up to the point, over to Bednarik once again. Bednarik trying to drop it off for Webster, couldn't do so. She's just going to try to chip it down in the corner. Fans on that one a little bit, and it goes back down Oswego's way. Levy comes out to play that one. Thrown behind the net to Bednarik, back behind the net to Webster. She's going to try to find a little bit of something to do, play with it. She has the time to do so. It's going to be dumped back down into the zone by Hansen. Oswego's passing not looking as good on this power play as it has the rest of the game, but they have 10 seconds to get an opportunity here as McGrath's coming down with a little bit of speed, and a huge poke check there from Hansen, not allowing anything going. 4 seconds left to go. Oswego will not be able to get a shot opportunity off on this power play. As at the end of the first 20 minutes, we have a 0-0 game. I would say it was a close game, but really Oswego dominated the period, just couldn't get any shots past Alvarez. She stood on her head all game, and Oswego's defense played outstanding, blocking almost anything that tried to get towards Levy.
Absolutely. Now that penalty kill for Canton, that's big getting through those minute and 10 seconds. You can gain momentum from a PK just the same as you can get from a goal, an assist, a flashy pass. This could be what they need to get back in the game. It's still 0-0. Nothing has been decided yet.
Not at all. I mean, Oswego has been playing most of the game down in Canton's zone, yes, but Canton's looked really good when Oswego's coming in a rush. Their defense has been doing a great job standing up at the blue line, hitting poke checks, and making it hard for Oswego to dump it down into the zone. Oswego not really skating the puck down into Canton's zone, more of a dumping the puck down in the corner, chasing their own dump in, getting possession, and then cycling.
It's kind of a survival strategy for Canton as the period developed, but sometimes that's all you need to do, survive 20 minutes, get into the locker room, coach can regroup, adjust based on how the Lakers are playing, and it's a new period, it's a new game.
As we have 40 minutes left to go in the game, but we will be back in 14 minutes for period 2 action here in the depth. Don't go anywhere here on WTOP 10. And welcome back into the Deb, where the weather is cold, but the poutine is hot as we get ready for some second period action here between the Oswego State Lakers and the Canton Kangaroos. I'm Kyle Spizak. Next to me is Pat Machado, not the baseball player, not Manny, the one better, Pat Machado.
I would say that's surprising. The poutine's hot for once. Last time it wasn't even hot enough to melt the cheese.
Sometimes you just need the cheese to be melted to make the poutine.
The gravy's got to
really,
be piping hot.
It does. It has to bring it all back together. Our camera 2, Melinda Brancato, can confirm the poutine is amazing here today.
The thumbs up of approval.
We got the approval for the poutine. That's all that really matters, right? As long as the food's good, everything else is good. But the action here on the ice has been excellent as well, as it's 0-0 after the first period. Oswego leads shots 11-2. That's right, Oswego has been peppering Alvarez all night, but she has not been able to, or she has been keeping everything out of the net so far. A fantastic performance for her. On the other side of the net, Levy's only faced two shots so far in the first period. A lot of them just kind of dribbled to her, able to cover it up easy like a ground ball. If we take a look at the season stats for both goalies, Alvarez with an outstanding 9-1 record, 18 goals against on the entire season, a 1.80 goals against average, and a .921 save percentage. You can't ask for better than that, Pat.
That's really right up there with Levy with a 9.24. 7 wins on the season, virtually identical in save percentage. And it's going to be Alvarez that gets tested, as the Oswego Lakers have about 50 seconds of power play time remaining on their carryover power play from the first period. So they'll start with a woman up.
As the Lakers trying to get on the board early here in the second period. A fantastic game so far, but there's still 40 minutes to go as puck drop is won right off the bat by Malone. Back to Bednarik. Bednarik's just going to wrap that one around the boards. Picked up on the other side by Hall. Hall's going to throw that one back behind the net a little bit, and it's going to be wrapped around by an Canton defender. Picked up back by Webster. Webster's battling behind the net a little bit, and it's going to be picked up by Haas. Haas throwing it up, but she gets taken down and takes down a player with her as well. Webster's going to throw it up to Hall, to Malone. Haas back to Malone. Malone's going to look cross ice for Bednarik. Bednarik's going to get the blue line, tries to get something doing with it, can't do so, mishandles it a little bit, and it goes back into Oswego zone. Even strength now. Picked up by Oswego. Shell can't control that one at the blue line, so it's going to be picked up by Canton's Emerton. Coming up with a little bit of speed is Hansen. Hansen's going to get the blue line, just going to wrap that one back behind the net. Chasing that one's Barrett. Barrett's going to battle in the corner with Malone. Can't do so. Coming off the ice is Zenstein. Zenstein finds Mucha in the middle. Mucha with an opportunity here. Tries to get it in front to McGrath. No call for hooking there as McGrath got tied up pretty heavily. Zenstein's going to throw that one on net, and it's going to be kicked away into the corner by Alvarez. Alvarez has been doing a great job with rebound control so far, Pat.
After a shaky start that in the first period led to some second chance opportunities for Oswego, she's cleaned it up a bit.
And that one's just going to be launched down the ice. No icing called there, though.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Canton beating out icings now.
Both teams hustling when their team is dumping the puck down into the opposite zone. A great display of hockey as that one's going to be dumped down again, and another icing call is going to be beat out. Kirkostas beats that one out, showing the wheels off a little bit. Back behind the net, Kirkostas gets it. Grugan tries throwing it in front, and the puck's just bouncing all around behind the net, and it's going to get back up to the point with Zenstein. Zenstein's going to fire that one on net, and a good tip in front, and an opportunity, and it's all over the place. Scrambling in front of the net is Alvarez, but she was able to keep it out.
Kirkostas almost was able to stuff that in.
As Shines takes a shot, that one's going to get deflected over the top of the net. Thrown back down into the Canton zone. Oswego's going to get a line change real quick. Coming up the ice, a cross-ice pass from Canton, a very good pass. They're going to find that is Barnes, the Oswego transfer. As that one's going to get chipped up out of the zone, as we have a face-off at the near side face-off dot.
And that deflection might not seem like much, especially on the outside where the shot came from. As we take a look at the replay, there's a couple deflections. It's loose. The goaltender doesn't know where it is. And trying to get it on her forehand and stuff it on that near side post that was uncovered was Kirakostas. Unfortunately, when the sticks go in a scramble like that, a move like that is difficult to pull off.
Good effort from the Lakers as a shot from the point from Okefe can't make it through, gets blocked in front. Booth is going to pick that one up back behind the goal line. She's going to try to wheel it around, and a great drop-off pass back to Burke. Good hockey IQ there from Booth. As another puck race there, and that one is going to be beaten out by Canton. Icing is called.
A rarity in this matchup.
Yeah, not a lot of icing calls so far. Both teams have been just hustling to get down the ice.
It's been a blistering pace now, hasn't it? As we take a look at the Oswego chance from another angle, and Kirakostas unable to get there in time.
And how about Alvarez being able to get down in that full split to cover both sides of the net? As that shot rings off the post, goes back behind the net. Another shot from the point by Canton. That one goes wide.
Crazy carom off that initial shot.
And a shot there. That one's off the stick of Emerton. Kicked away easily by Levy. Wrapped back behind the boards. Booth is going to chip that one up. Tries to find Corbett. Can't do so. And that one's going to get tipped up in front, and an easy pop fly catch for Levy.
Just taking that one, and she had to, as that one was dropping quick enough to where if the player was able to crash the net, they would be able to deflect it in a position that might be a scoring one. So you'll take the face-off at that point. Just keep your team alive for another chance.
Yeah, keep the play going, or just stop it if you're the Lakers there. That one's going to get chipped up the ice a little bit by Zemlak as Hull picks it up. Over to Bednarik. This first line has been extremely productive in the last couple of days as Bednarik with a shot opportunity, and that one gets blockered away. Great save by Alvarez. Going back the other side of the ice is Canton. That one's just going to be tipped down in by Labor. Picked up behind the net by Zemlak. Tries to get to Bednarik. She can't handle that one. Webster is going to backhand that one off the half boards. A nice cross-ice pass. They find Hull. Hull coming in with a little bit of speed. She tries to get it to Malone, who is streaking up the middle. Too close of a pass and a little too hard. Goes down in the corner. And a nice tip-in there by Haas, keeping the play going, and a good opportunity in front, looking for Malone. That one gets tipped to the side, and a penalty will be called on the Lakers, it appears. It's going to be a holding call.
Malone just a little bit wide, scoring yesterday the power play goal, the Lakers' initial goal. And Oswego, I think if you're the Lakers, you have to have that extra forward a little bit back towards the net. That chance that developed off a rebound could have been put home if the F2 and F3 weren't engaged on the net and were more engaged on the play to play for a rebound off of the stick of Alvarez.
And I misspoke. The penalty goes to Canton as Snook got the holding call there. Oswego back on the power play. Grugan tries to get a shot there in the corner, as it's a 5-on-4 chance here in front. That one's going to be iced down the ice by the Canton Kangaroos. Shell comes back down into her own zone, picks that one up, takes it behind the net with a little bit of speed. Some heavy pressure as she gets caught up, and no call. And it will be a call there as Oswego now evens it out. Another 4-on-4, the second 4-on-4 opportunity this game. That is going to be a tripping call.
And another one that comes via a trip.
And the call will go to 25, Shell. Shell, not somebody that takes a lot of penalties on this team, a fairly clean player. This Oswego team in general doesn't take all too many penalties.
Not at all, but she was trying to reach for the puck straight behind her opponent, and the stick gets the skates. Player goes down, and that's the end of the power play.
4-on-4 chance here for both teams. A lot of open ice and ability to skate the puck and move it. As Malone gets taken down there, and another penalty is called. It's going to be a 4-on-3 now for the Oswego State Lakers.
The rare 4-on-3 power play, and this is what Oswego needs. They've been able to create a lot of chances off the second opportunity, getting rebounds off of Alvarez, and now with a little less space on the ice, they're kind of forced to play a little bit more conservative, even on the power play, just to keep the areas of the ice positioned and the lanes covered. So I think this is what the Lakers need to finally break the scoreless tie.
As it's wrapped around the boards quite hard, but it's picked up by Haas. Haas finds back door looking for Malone. Malone with a shot, blockered away. Haas with a chance. She's just going to circle that one back up to the point to Webster. Webster at the top of the circles, over to Haas. Haas going to circle it back over to Webster once again. Webster down to Malone. Malone's going to get a little bit of a move there, and a great opportunity for Haas, and she rings that one off the post.
That's two great opportunities for Haas on this power play.
Now Webster's going to get it at the top of the circles, kicks it over to Bednarik, back to Webster. Webster looks back door, trying to find a Malone going back door. Couldn't connect on that. Webster with another shot goes into the skates of Veliquette. A shot up in front, and that one gets deflected and goes a little bit wide. 17 seconds remaining on the 4-on-3. It will then go to a 4-on-4 once more. Bednarik gets it up to Malone again. Malone's going to take her time coming down by the circles. Webster at the top of the near side circle, kicks it over to the other point to Bednarik. 4-on-4 once again, and a close opportunity there as Snook came out of the box and instantly went for the puck there. 4-on-4, Webster up at the top. Webster gets it over to Malone, and an absolute ripper of a one-timer. That goes off the cage of a Canton defender.
Ouch.
As Canton's going to get that one, they're going to dump it out, but it'll be picked up by McGrath. McGrath's going to try to do a spinorama, and it kind of works out in a way, as it goes through the skates of Pankow right there. Shines coming down. Shines has a great opportunity. Shines with a shot, and that one goes off the blocker and over the top of the net. Back up to the front, they get it to Shell. Grugan was open back door, couldn't get it over to her, and a shot from the point from Zenstein. That one's covered. And what chaos just happened there, as we are now back on 5-on-5. Oswego with plenty of opportunities, Pat.
And that all starts with that shot block. I couldn't catch the number. We're going to take a look at it here. Or rather, that was just a chance. It might be this one.
As Haas
no,
just
that Haas
that one off
chance.
the
The Haas
post.
chances were brilliant in itself. Talk about those rebound chances that at the beginning of the power play. That one came out right to an area at the top of the slot with some space to tee up a shot, and it just fell right to her stick. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to be corralled cleanly, but that's the type of opportunity that I think the Lakers are going to need to beat Alvarez at any point. Shoot low, shoot hard, generate rebounds, get to the slot.
Alvarez has been an outstanding goalie so far in this matchup. You're not going to beat her just shooting it. You got to get the rebound opportunities and get her moving. As a shot there almost goes in, she stops at 5-hole, and it's all over the place behind the net. Bodies flying all over the ice. Goes up to the point. Shell just misses that one, and a perfect opportunity for the Lakers, but it squeaks through her skates there. Up to Grugan. Grugan takes a body. She gets hit from Pankow. And another lost stick in front, and a lot of lost sticks in this game, Pat.
This is a Pittsburgh Steeler type of game. It's a ground and pound defense type of game where I think it's going to be whoever gets the first goal is going to be the one to win it. You might have 3 more goals after that, but whoever breaks first, I think, is going to have the edge.
Setting the tone is going to be important in this game as Zenstein gets tied up there, but she's able to poke it forward into the Canton zone. Hudon trying to get an opportunity there. The captain can't settle it. And an opportunity here for Canton. They were wide open with a Barrett coming down. Nobody behind her. As she's going to hold on to Booth a little bit. No call's going to go there, though. Didn't really impact the play much as Preston punches this one up. Preston has 2 players on her. Can't get it out of the zone. Chipped down in by Burke.
And you can just feel the tempo rise in this one.
Both teams playing with a ton of energy out here today as behind the net. Canton tries getting something going, and Malone in front. Malone shoots it, and that one goes wide. Kicked back up to the point to Booth. Booth can't keep it in the zone. Corbett at center ice. She's just going to sky that one down into the zone. That's picked up by Couture.
Malone's been all over the puck tonight, scoring in 4 of her last 5 games. Looking to continue that point streak with the best chance of the game of the Lakers so far, and she shoots wide.
Bednarik coming down. Got stopped at the blue line there, but Oswego still has a chance. Goes off the stick of Hall in front, and that's going to be picked up by Barrett. Labor is going to punch that one past Oswego's defense and just rim it around the boards. Stopped behind the net by Levy. Snook was on her quite fast. Couldn't do much with the puck there, as Malone's in the corner battling with a bunch of Canton players. Lalonde in the corner now. She's going to kick it up to the point. That's just going to be fired back down in, but it hits an Oswego stick. And a whistle's blown there, offsides.
So past the midpoint of regulation here in the second period, and we find ourselves at the exact same point where we started score-wise, the 0-0 score. The shots, it's still a blistering lead for Oswego with it being 17-3. But Canton able to hang in there.
And coming down in the zone, that's 10 McIlvin for Canton. McIlvin's going to throw that one back down into the zone. Picked up by Mucha. Mucha's coming up. She's going to kick it over to Haas. Haas could not connect on that one, but Haas is going to outbeat him. And Oswego with a great opportunity now. Haas gets taken down, but Zenstein uses her leg to keep that puck in and just turns around, wraps it back behind the net. McGrath's going to come for a change. Canton's going to come up with a little bit of speed. Coming out of the zone is Hansen. Hansen makes a nice move. She's going to get the red line, chip it down in the zone, but Zenstein knocks it down once again. What a game for Zenstein on the blue line.
It was a good move. Sold some candy to Haas, but Zenstein able to clean it up in their own end.
And a pass up the ice, looking for Shine, streaking down the middle, and a nice chip opportunity. Here's Oswego coming down, and Kirkostas with an opportunity. But Alvarez, once again, like a brick wall in net, nothing is getting by her.
What a save by Alvarez. That chance was very much forced as the pace of the play necessitated a shot very tight on goal. But Alvarez there to swallow up the puck and cut off any angle the shooter had to put one by her, and keeps this game at a 0-0 tie.
As Preston took a shot from the point, but it went wide, back up to Booth. Booth's going to rip that one down in the corner. Kirkostas, it was the intended receiver, but she blows a tire down in the corner. Kirkostas gets it back behind the net. She's looking for somebody to throw it up to. She's going to throw it up to Riley Preston. Preston throws it back down to Kirkostas. She's going to get a shot off, and that one hits the skate of Grugan and goes a bit wide. Coming up the ice now, the Canton Kangaroos. That one goes up to Clement. Clement with a nice move. She gets an opportunity, and Lexi Levy, what a save. 2 opportunities there for Canton, and she shuts both of them down with the pad.
The most important save she's made this hockey game, which haven't been many, and that's the exact danger now, isn't it? When you haven't seen so much action in a while, sometimes you get a little bit cold there in the net. Lexi Levy proving that's not the case as she stretches out to get the rebound save.
Huge save there for Levy, as that brings her save total up to 4 now. 4 shots for the Canton Kangaroos, opposed to Oswego's 17, 7-19 here to go in the first. I'm Kyle Spizak. Next to me is Pat Machado, and you're listening to a WTOP 10 coverage of Oswego State women's hockey. That one's going to be kicked up to the Canton defense. Coming around with a little bit of speed, that's Panko. Panko's going to chip that one down in the zone, but it's picked up by Burke. Burke hits a pass over to Shell. Up to Hudon. She couldn't get it to Corbett. And that one's going to be picked back up by Panko once more. Hustling back to pick that up is Shell. Shell gets it to Malone. Over to Corbett. She's going to chip that one forward. Hudon's going to pressure Canton on that one, but they maintain possession as they're trying to get this one out of the zone. They will do so. Up to Leitonen. Leitonen coming down with a little bit of speed. Tries to do a little bit of a bounce around move, but couldn't do so as it hit the skate of an Oswego State defender. That one's going to go up to Barnes. Back behind the net. Zemlak hits a quick start and stop, gets a little bit of separation there, and a great pass up the middle of the Hull. Hull's got a 1-on-2 chance. She tries to do a bounce around move as well, but the stick of a Canton defender stops her there. Up to the point, Zemlak. Zemlak's gonna kind of flutter puck that one down into Alvarez's glove.
And that was a good stick by the Kangaroo back in defense. I believe it was Hansen that got the stick just off Hull's shot, which threw it off course and into the corner, made that a non-chance of what could have been a grade B at least.
As Canton wins that faceoff and Barnes rips it around, that one's going to go to Clement. Clement goes back over across the ice, and she'll find a streaking McGarity, and a shot stopped by Levy once again. 5:46 in the second period. Still 0-0 here in Oswego.
And you see Canton with some stick taps on that. They got an offensive zone draw, and I think that's the only offense they've been able to generate this period if they're able to win this faceoff. It's been all Oswego, but the story is Alvarez.
Alvarez has been the star of the game so far, 18 saves throughout the first two periods, as Mooch is going to chip that one around. That's going to go back into the zone and picked up by Valakat. Valakat throws it up the boards to Lalonde. Lalonde couldn't keep that one on her stick, so Haas picks it up. And that one's going to be thrown out of the zone, but Oswego immediately grabs it once back. They're going to regroup and go back into the zone. That one stopped, so it didn't go all the way up to Shell. Thrown over by Emerton. McGarity on the fork check. Haas with a great chance there. Haas looking with a great pass over to Shines, and Shines tries to bounce around, takes a little bit of a body, and it just slides off of Alvarez's stick.
Hansen just setting a pick in the middle of the lane to prevent the Shines from getting through.
As we have another dump in there, and the ref blows the whistle. That is an icing call. We will have a face-off on the far side, face-off circle in the Canton zone. A back-and-forth game. Both teams starting to get a lot more opportunities. The first period was very Oswego opportunity-dominated. Now it's evened out quite a bit, as both teams have gotten their fair share of chances in the scoring department.
Just a little bit, and you have 5 minutes to go here in the second, and it would dramatically change the complexion of this game if a goal is scored.
And that one's going to be thrown over by Panko. Picked up by McGarity. Kirkostas back to Booth. Booth to Shines. She's just going to let that one roll off the stick down into the zone. Trying to throw up the ice. Canton will do so as Leighton tries to get something going, but can't really do so. Burke on the forecheck. She's going to put on some pressure. Nobody can pick that up for Canton as Booth picks it up back into Oswego's zone. Coming across is Hudon. Hudon takes a shove. No call there. But it goes off the shin pad of Hudon, and Corbett has a chance here. She's going to shoot it on net. That one kind of just skims the jersey of Alvarez and goes by. And Booth messes up there, and a shot opportunity for McAvillan, but couldn't do anything with that. She had the breakaway chance, and she just lost control of the puck and couldn't get a shot off.
I think she would have been better trying to go around and maybe attempt a Michigan there, as there wasn't really much that she could do when she got in too tight. Again, that's the danger with generating those breakaways. You have too heavy of a touch, and by the time you get to the goal, it's already an acute angle, and Lexi Levy has already sealed off that post.
McElveen could not get anything off on that shot, but a fantastic opportunity from the Potsdam Bears. Booth lucky that didn't go somewhere else, as Malone has a 2-on-1 opportunity in there in a shovel pass, but couldn't connect with Bednarik in front. But Webster's going to jump up and hit that one, and it's going to hit the penalty box operator. Heads up.
Smile. He's all right. He's happy.
He's having a good time down in there. Probably a little bit cold.
Little fist bump from Munsky down there operating the time clock.
And now, the face-off's won by Canton.
And I don't think Bednarik got a stick on that puck on that chance.
but it goes up the point. Webster's just going to chip that one off the glass as Malone picks it up behind the net. Looking up to the point, couldn't get it over to Zemlak. Coming down the ice now is Lalonde. That one's going to be chipped up the ice by the Lakers. Passing has slowed down a little bit since the first period. A lot more dump and chase, not so much pass and entry.
Bad turnover.
And coming down on the pressure is McGrath. And Mucha's going to pick up the puck off of a turnover from McGrath's pressure. Good forecheck for the Lakers. Trying to cycle it. 2 players on the puck, but couldn't get possession. Mucha's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. She's going to wheel around the center ice circle, just chip it back to Zemlak. A good D-to-D pass. Zenstein tries to forward that one in, but it's intercepted by Canton, and that one's going to be picked up by Barrett. Barrett coming down the far side wing with a bit of speed. She's going to get a shot off. That's not going to hit Levy. It's going to sail a bit wide. Back behind the net, or in the corner, my apologies. That one's going to be picked up by McGarity. Throwing up McGrath. McGrath couldn't keep that one on her stick, so it's intercepted by Valakat. Attempting a full ice pass, but it was intercepted by Hull, but bounces off her stick back to him, and now Barnes is going to be coming down with a little bit of speed. Barnes throws it around. Shell's going to chip that one back up the boards. And it stays in. A good play from Leighton to keep the puck in with her skate. Almost skidded out past the blue line, but it did not do so. No icing call, as that one was on net. Does count as a shot on net, even if it was an easy save. As Preston finds Hull, but it went into the skate of Hull. Riley Preston still looking for her first Division III hockey goal so far on the season. A lot of shots from her today. An opportunity may arise for her to break number 1 as we have a minute left in period number 2.
And you know the lone goal that she's got, or the lone point that she's got, rather, is an assist against Canton last season.
As Booth picks that one up at the point, and she's going to dump it down to Hull. 43 seconds to go. Hull down in the corner. She gets pushed into the boards. Battling with Snook. That one's going to be picked up behind the net by Hansen. Hansen's coming out. She's just going to rip that one off the boards. And a good keep-in by Preston, keeping the play alive for the Lakers. That one is going to squeak out of the zone. However, Booth picks it up to Preston. Preston chips it. Kirkostas now battling on the boards with it. Grugan coming in with a bit of speed. Grugan's going to take it up towards the blue line more. Chips it down through the legs of Clement. 9 seconds to go. Oswego needs to get on sides and try to get an opportunity here, as they do have a chance. 2 seconds left, and Grugan couldn't get there in time. It was cleared to the sideboards. And after 40 minutes of play, we still have a 0-0 game here in Oswego.
And that's unfortunate for Grugan. I think I can't really see it. There's a lot of white down there, but I think there's a rut on the near side point, as Grugan didn't look like she should have lost an edge when she was taking that puck to the wall, but it looked very uncharacteristic. It looked like she wasn't expecting it, and that breaks up a good chance in the Canton zone in the dying seconds of the period.
A good opportunity for the Lakers. They've had a lot of really good opportunities, but Alvarez shutting down a vast majority of them. Lexi Levy making some big saves this period of her own, as Canton got their fair share of opportunities, clawing their way back in the game a little bit. Or you could say jumping, because they're Kangaroos. Coming back a little bit there. 20-7 the shot totals are now. Oswego leading the shot total, obviously. As we get ready for period 3 action here in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere on WTOP 10. We will be back with third period action between the Kangaroos and the Lakers. And welcome back into the Arctic tundra of New York State as we are getting ready for third period action of the Oswego State Lakers women's team versus the Canton Kangaroos. And it's still a 0-0 matchup here in the Deb. 20 shots for the Lakers, 7 shots for the Kangaroos. And we are just 30 seconds away from puck drop. Pat, really a close game so far, back and forth.
It's close, but it's all Alvarez. As we take a look, a couple saves from her. Oswego State has been peppering her with shots. Lexi Levy has also been called upon a couple times in the last period of play, making some good saves on some rebounds. And it's a 0-0 score, and I think it could easily be 2-0 in favor of Oswego State right now if they would just be a little bit more patient and time their skate to the front of the net with when the shot comes. So you're skating into a rebound rather than chasing a rebound. It's all about positioning, and Oswego State can easily win it if they get better with it.
As the first face-off is won by Oswego and dumped down into the zone immediately. That one's going to be picked up in the corner by Lalonde. Lalonde with a nice breakout pass up the middle to Snook, but no call there as Snook goes down to the ground. Picked up down in the corner by Clement. And that one's going to be kept in the zone by Malone. A good poke check. Thrown back down in by Shell. Picked up down in the corner. A little bit of speed. Haas in front. Haas with a chance. Can't really get anything there as it's sticked away quite quickly by Valakat. Mucha down in the corner. She's going to chip that one down, and Haas is going to pick it up back behind the net. Haas is looking up front for Webster, and that one goes right through the skate of Webster and down back into Oswego zone. Levy's going to pick it up behind the net. Snook was racing for it, but Levy's just going to wrap it around. Goes off the body of McGarity. A shot on net. That one's waffle boarded away easily by Levy in front. Thrown in front, looking for McGrath. Couldn't connect on it, but McGrath's going to beat out the icing call. Down in the corner, McGrath is going to pick it up. And that's going to be Mucha that takes it around the top of the high circle. And a shot, a low, soft backhand, but it squeaks its way through off the pad of Alvarez. That one's going to be chipped off the glass, but it's stopped by Zemlak at the point. She's just going to chip it back down in. Picked up back behind the net. That one is Panko. Panko's going to throw it up the boards. Oswego's going to throw it back down into the zone. Coming down with a little bit of speed is Shines on the forecheck. Back up to the blue line. Trying to get something going there, and it is going to be an icing call. Doesn't hit the stick of an Oswego forward. 8:16 to go in the third period.
One shot on the initial chance of the period for Oswego State. Never a good idea to force the goalie to make a save. Put a weak backhander through the middle of the ice. Takes a carom. Alvarez was able to make the stop, but if there's a Laker stick there, you can obviously turn that into a chance.
As Shines wins that one back to Booth. Booth is going to look for Preston on the D-to-D pass, but he couldn't connect, but Preston's pinch keeps the puck in play. That one's going to go up to McGarity. McGarity looking across ice, trying to find McElveen. Couldn't connect on it as McElveen goes down to the ice. Couture with a shot opportunity. That's blocked by Grugan. Oswego's been doing a fantastic job this game, Pat, with blocking shots of the Canton Kangaroos, not allowing much to get through to Levy. Grugan's going to punch that one up, and it's going to be thrown on net from center ice by Corbett. An easy save for Alvarez. And Hudon's going to pick it up in the neutral zone, looks over to Preston, to Burke. Burke's going to chip that one off the half board. Some pressure from Corbett down in the corner. She takes down a Canton player with her, no call. Couture behind the net. Throws it up, stopped at the point by Zenstein. That one goes into skates, and it's now back into Oswego zone. Zenstein with some time. That's going to be picked up by Corbett in the neutral zone. Back to Burke. Burke takes a fall there, but it's going to be a penalty on the Canton Kangaroos. Oswego State finds themselves with a player advantage for the next 2 minutes on the tripping call there.
And this is something that Oswego has always been really good at, drawing penalties from the opposition. As we take a look at this replay, getting past is Burke and taking a stick up high, it looks like. I didn't see what the call was, but that's what it looked like on the replay, and Oswego State goes to another power play.
Clement with the penalty there as Oswego takes a woman advantage, my apologies. Malone gonna backdoor that one down to Haas. Up to the top, Webster. Back over to Haas. Webster at the top of the point. Down to Malone. Malone over to Bednarik. Bednarik back to Webster in front. Webster with a shot. That one just goes a little bit high, but a good opportunity for the Lakers. Bednarik back down. Chips it to Haas. Back to Bednarik. Cross ice. Malone. Malone. Shot is blocked, and Haas tries to get the rebound, but can't do so. So Webster regroups it at the top. Malone once more. Haas down at the goal line. Some instant pressure from Canton, and she gets taken down to the ice by Valakat. Malone, Webster, back to Malone. Malone comes down at the face-off circles, tries to get a backhand opportunity, just loses control of the puck a little bit, but they still have the puck down in the Canton zone, so Webster regroups it at the top of the face-off circles. Webster with a shot opportunity. That goes off the pad of Alvarez. Haas picks it up back behind the net again. Haas just a machine of picking up the rebounds after those chances. And another shot from Webster, and a great opportunity for Haas streaking down, but it was in the air. Couldn't baseball bat that one in.
They wanted the deflection of Hull twice. They couldn't get it.
Webster with some instant pressure down in the zone, taking a lot of pressure, and Leightonen's going to go down, and both of them, Webster and Leightonen, can't get off of each other. They kind of trip each other up. They're all tangled up, stick in the skate. As McGrath is coming down, McGrath has an opportunity. Blocked away by Alvarez on the breakaway. Great save from Alvarez. Ashlyn McGrath, one of the leading goal scorers on this Oswego team, has been an electric factory all season for this Laker offense. Shell's going to get it over at the point from a pass after Zenstein. And an opportunity there. It kind of flutters after it hits the stick of Alvarez, but she's able to corral it once again. She has 28 saves on 28 shots this game, Pat.
And one of the biggest ones that she just made off of that breakaway chance, stopping McGrath. McGrath's, as we take a look at at the opportunity, was not the breakaway there on that cross ice pass, but McGrath, I think she just ran out of room, and the shot really wasn't all that challenging. It's great goalie play from Alvarez.
Alvarez showing why she has that assistant captain insignia on her jersey, as that one's going to be intercepted in front by Valakat. Valakat takes a body from Shines, and an opportunity in front for Kirkostas. Blocked away by Alvarez once more. Shines again. Tries to get it over to Shell. She redeflects it towards Zenstein, but it breaks the zone. Oswego coming down now. Haas takes a hit into the boards. No call there as she gets shoved in the boards. Trying to jump in front of the net was Mucha. Zenstein elects to pass it rather than shoot. Zenstein, once again, she makes a nice little in and out move. Tries to get something on net. Can't do so as McGrath is going to take that one back down. And McGrath takes a hit. No call. Missed opportunity there for Canton. Mucha gets it back to Shell again to Zenstein. Chipping it up to McGrath, over to Haas. Haas is known for her speed on this team, one of the quickest players in the Newell. As a nice look across for Labor, but they couldn't connect on it. Bednarik coming down on a chance. Bednarik takes it behind the net, just going to wrap it up the boards. Couldn't do much. Canton shut down most of the opportunities, and that one goes immediately into the skates of a Canton defender, Morris. Malone, quick pass to Bednarik. 3-on-2 opportunity. Tries to find Hull in front, but she was tied up by Valakat. Valakat playing a fantastic game on defense. Not the biggest defenseman on this Canton team, but she has held her own all game, Pat.
And it ultimately went off of her skate that caused that chance to go awry. And it's going to come back for an icing call, so she'll be right back on the ice.
As they'll go back down into Canton zone for the faceoff. 12:44 here to go in the third. Still knotted at 0-0. Both teams playing an outstanding game, and both teams, respectively, top teams in the Newell. as Preston elects to shoot that one down to Hall. In front, a chance for Malone, and a great shot, but that one goes off the mask of Alvarez. Just an outstanding performance today from Alvarez, stopping anything she sees, and that's going to go down for an icing again.
And that was the cleanest look that Oswego State had all game. The pass was perfect. The area on the ice was perfect. Just run into a hot glove of Serena Alvarez that beats Malone on. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity than that. And we're still tied. And Canton will call timeout to give their players some rest after 2 successive icings.
Both teams looking a little bit tired now. They have been working hard all game, going up and down the ice. It's been a very fast-paced game as we are almost entering the second half of the third period now. Both teams just up and down the ice like it's nothing, Pat.
And it's going to remain this way throughout the rest of the game. And if anything, it's only going to get worse when one of these teams break. It's not about how you get the goal. It's about the response after the goal.
As a very physical game has ensued, too. A lot of bodies being thrown all over the ice as Canton already exits their timeout. They called the timeout, but they're the first back to the faceoff circle.
I mean, you take a look at the score, that'll tell you all you need to know about physicality. If you see a 0-0 score in any hockey game at any level, well, maybe except like U12 or something like that, you're going to see a physicality. You're going to see aggression.
Yeah, both teams really looking for this win in the win column here today. And Oswego has had some huge moments from some players, just nothing finding the back of the net. Ariella Haas, a fantastic game so far. As coming down the ice is Leighton. Leighton with a chance here. She's got a breakaway, and that one's stopped by Levy, and the puck's still out. Kirkosas with an amazing clear there saves Oswego on a perfect chance for the Kangaroos to take the lead. Coming back down is Valaket. Valaket's going to take a shot, gloved away by Levy. Couldn't catch it, but blocks it anyway.
All it takes is a chance like that. Good job, Lexi Levy, making at least 3 saves on that opportunity, and then sweeping it away to keep this game tied.
As Zemlak's going to pick that one up behind the Oswego net. Some heavy pressure coming from McGarity. And a shot there. That one's blocked away. Couldn't get off by Pankow. And a chipped pass looking for Hall. Almost connected on it, but it was intercepted by Canton. Zemlak, my apologies, throws it up to Bednarik, who finds Hall. Couture is going to throw it back over to her D partner, Snook. That one's going to be thrown in the zone by Clement, but it's going to be offsides. So a delayed offsides leads to an Oswego rush. Nothing's going to come out of it. Bednarik blocks that one, but couldn't corral it in as going back the other way. Clement dumps it down on net. That one's going to go off the blocker, Levy. Down in the corner. That one's going to be picked up by Barnes. Barnes looking in front, but it's blocked away by Levy. Haas coming up with some speed now. Haas makes a move, and Malone's with her. Couldn't get it on net. Back behind the net. Picked up by Canton, but they can't control it either. So Zenstein has it. Zenstein with a great opportunity. She throws it to Haas in front. Haas with the backhand off the toe of the pad of Alvarez. Trying to find it to Zenstein, couldn't do so. Barnes just kind of forwards that one down into the Oswego zone. She'll go and get a change after. Thrown up to Zenstein. Zenstein couldn't control the puck. Okefe is going to throw it back behind the net, and it's going to be picked up by Valaket. Coming up the ice with a little bit of speed is McVillan. Leighton in with a chance, but it's taken away by Zenstein as Leighton goes to the ice.
That's a good non-call from the referee, letting that one continue.
Valaket playing some heavy defense on Ashley McGrath. And that's going to be called an icing as Shell beats out the Kangaroos to that in Oswego zone. 9:42 here to go in the third. Shots, 31 Oswego, 11 Canton. Score still tied it up at nothing. And 30 saves for Serena Alvarez today.
And now it's 31 as they just ticked it up on the scoreboard. And that's all you can ask your goaltender to do, keep you in a game.
Exactly. She has not only kept them in the game, but kept everything out of the back of the net. You can't ask for more out of Serena Alvarez.
And now the Canton forecheck is starting to find its groove here late in the third.
As that's going to be a spin around by Barrett. Barrett's going to try to punch that one up the boards. Can't do so. Bednarik intercepted at center ice. Leightonen's going to throw it back up to Barrett. Bednarik. And that's going to be picked up by McGarity. McGarity with a shot, and that one goes into the chest of Levy. Bounces out, but great rebound control. She punches that one in the corner, and Malone has an opportunity here. Malone's got one player to beat. Malone's going to beat that one player. She's got an opportunity on the breakaway, and she nails the post on that one. Can't connect on that, and going back the other way now is Canton. Stopped at the blue line by Shell. Oh my, what a game this has become. Opportunity after opportunity for both teams.
Malone did everything perfect but the finish.
All Swedish, no finish, as they say. And that's a perfect opportunity up top for Couture, but couldn't get the shot off. Zenstein's going to throw it back behind the net. Haas. That one gets past the stick of Valaket. Oswego's going to elect for a change rather than chase it as McGrath comes out with some speed. 3-on-1 opportunity. Valaket on the far side wing. That one goes into the glove of Levy. 7:59 to go.
That's a good save from Levy as we take a look at the Oswego breakaway that almost cracked this one open. Malone shifts it to her forehand and tries to curl it back as she ran out of room on the glove side of Alvarez.
And a great opportunity for Malone there. Just held onto it a slight bit too long and couldn't punch it in. As coming the other way now is Oswego. McGrath gets the pass from Haas. She's going to punch that one down behind the net. Mucha with some pressure on the Canton defense. Finds Barnes at center ice. Barnes is going to chip that one forward, but Booth is going to slap pass it out of the zone before Panko throws it back down in. Clement with some heavy forechecking going. She gets it past Mucha, but she's tied up against the boards by Preston. Clement gets it back, and she gets it to in front in a shot from Snook, but it gets blocked by Levy. Grugan with good defense there, taking the puck away from Clement. Trying to punch it back up is Mucha. Oswego can't get anything going here right now. Canton has taken control of the forecheck.
And that's unfortunate for Oswego as that pass, that dump in rather, was just a little bit off on the red line, and it'll have to take their players back out there. Mucha couldn't billiard pass her way past the defensive Canton, and Oswego ices it.
And the faceoff's won by Oswego, thrown behind the net by Preston. Kirkostas along the boards. That one's going to be taken by Lalonde. Back up to the point, a slap shot, but it hits the face of Kirkostas. She gets up and keeps going with it. She's got Grugan with her and kind of runs into Grugan on that one, but it's going to be thrown behind the net, wrapped around to the other side boards for Shines. Shines drops to a knee, trying to block all passing lanes. And she's going to put a shoulder into a player. No call. Corbett's going down. A shot opportunity on net there, and it's swallowed up by Alvarez again, and a bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net. Nothing's going to come out of it. Back and forth. Physicality's getting intense in this game. You can't ask for a better matchup, Pat.
And I think Oswego State should be on the penalty kill right now.
They did get away with a checking call there. Morgan Shines drops the shoulder straight into a Canton player. Gets lucky the refs do not call it there, or they would be a woman down, as you said. Coming up the ice now with a bit of speed and a shot. That one's stopped by Levy. Not a high chance opportunity for Canton. A wrister from the blue line. That's no coverage in front of the net, no screening. That's a routine save for
Quick
Levy.
rush off a draw, turn it back the other way, get it in the opposition area of the ice. Now you got to win a faceoff.
That one's won back by Burke to Zenstein. Hudon trying to throw it over to Corbett. Can't do so. The captain's going to dump that one down in and elects not to chase her own dump in and instead gets a change. Bednarik comes out for Hudon. Zenstein, she chips it around a Canton defender, and Burke takes a hit. Thrown on net. Alvarez gloves it. Once again, the story of this game, Alvarez is just stopping everything that goes her way.
And you're not going to get any rebounds the rest of the game. Anything on goal is staying in the trapper. It's staying frozen. This is going to be a grind to the finish and maybe 3-on-3.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this game turns out, but we still got 5:40 to go before we predict any kind of extra period play.
I love how we both didn't say the word.
And coming down the ice now, that is Canton. They had an opportunity for McIlvain. Couldn't do anything with it. Malone looking in front for Bednarik. Couldn't connect, so Hull picks it up on the far side boards. That's going to be picked up by Valakat. Valakat's going to dump it down in, and Labor gets it up to Leitonen. Leitonen has it in her feet. Can't get any productive pass off with that. Valakat with a shot. That one goes off the skates of Shell. Like I said multiple times this game, not a lot of shots are getting to Levy as Oswego's defense has done a great job blocking shots all game, Pat.
But every so often, you're going to get that one that rolls the wrong way.
And a shot there, and it's stopped by Levy. A good opportunity off a shot from Lalonde. Almost puts it 5-hole, but Levy drops down and shuts that opportunity out.
Someone's got to break eventually.
It's just a matter of when now. When and who, as both teams have played really on their heads coming down the ice now. Ashlyn McGrath. McGrath has an opportunity. It's a 2-on-1 for Oswego. She finds Haas. Haas with a shot, and she puts that one over the net. Perfect opportunity for the Lakers to take the lead. 2-on-1 rush. Couldn't do anything with it, but now going back the other way, Canton has a rush. This one's led by Clement. Clement just shoots it into the glove of Levy. And this is such a back and forth game.
And I have no words. Here comes Canton back. Another easy glove save for Levy. And I think Oswego State might just be playing a little bit too desperate.
Both teams with rush opportunities within that same string of plays. And that's going to get offsides, call offsides. The lineman
Oswego wants it to go all the way down.
Looking for an intentional offsides is the Lakers. Will they be awarded that? It does not appear so. It'll be at the near side face-off dot. Taking the face-off for the Lakers is Morgan Shines. On the other side is Emerton for the Canton Kangaroos. Shines tries to kick that one, misses, goes to the ground, but Oswego maintains the puck as Webster gets it over to Grugan, but Grugan blows a tire. Valakat coming down. And that one's doesn't really go far. It stays on the half board. And an opportunity here. And a stop by Levy, stretching the leg out and not allowing anything. Webster takes that in front of the net and takes it out herself, not risking it at all. Throws it in front to Kirkostas. Kirkostas throws it to Shines. It is shot. She airs that over the net. Oswego trying to shoot everything top shelf and just missing it over the net. Coming back the other way, and another stop in the chest for Levy. 3:22, and it seems like when one team gets a rush opportunity, it goes right back the other way, Pat.
You see, that's the danger of taking those rush opportunities. Oswego State has yet to play in overtime this season, and Canton's overtime game didn't end in a decider.
So a very close game here, but we still have 3:22 to decide it. before anything gets put into extras. As that one's going to be thrown into the corner. Back behind the net. It's going to be picked up by a bit of both teams, as neither one can really maintain the pressure and possession of the puck. Couture with a shot from the point, and Barnes gets thrown down in front of the net. She was screening Lexi Levy. Zenstein coming up. She's going to find it over to Bednarik. Bednarik with a little stop and start straight into the glove of Alvarez.
And no mercy no matter where you come from, as Cameron Barnes gets told to take a seat in front of Levy. Chance back the other way. Easy stop and a hold for Alvarez. It'll be back and forth all game.
And off the face-off, McGrath takes it. McGrath is going to try to take it back behind the net, looking for something to do with it. She's just going to throw it on net, and a weird bounce almost puts it in off of a Canton player's stick, but this one's going to be taken by Lalonde. Stopped by Haas. Haas with it was good stop in a 3-on-1 chance here. Looking for McGrath back door. Couldn't connect from a defensive stop by Valakat.
What a breakup from Valakat.
Back behind the net. Haas is going into the corner with Valakat. Valakat's going to do a quick turn. Gets a good breakout pass to Lalonde. Throws it over. Coming down the ice now is a Canton player. And nothing comes out of that. A great defensive play by Rhea Zemlak to shut it down. That was number 10, McIlveen. Hull with a chance here now. She had the rush opportunity, just couldn't corral the puck in. It got lost in her skates. Going back the other way now is Canton, and this is just an opportunity of rushes right now for both teams.
Welcome to track and field here on Hockey Night in Oswego.
And this one's going to be picked up by Canton, thrown it across the way. Barrett's picking it up, and she blows a tire out. And now another tire is blown out. Both players just falling in front of that Canton bench. Hull on some pressure. She couldn't get the puck, but it's stopped by Bednarik. Bednarik's going to throw it back down in the corner. A fantastic game from Simone Bednarik, all over the ice, just anywhere the puck is. She has been all game today. Throwing it up to the point to Shell. Shell with a clapper and a rebound opportunity in front, tipped in front, but it goes wide into the corner. This one's going to be picked up by McGarity. 1 minute to go in the third period. Malone with a chance here. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Looking for the Kyrkostas. Got it through the skates of Valaket, but couldn't hit the stick of Kyrkostas. Shines now has it at the red line coming in. She's going to push it fast down the sideboards. Looking for somebody in front. Can't find anybody as Canton shuts down the passing lanes. Throws it in front. Looking for Grugan back door. Couldn't connect on that one. Grugan skids a little bit there once again. Losing a bit of an edge. And now Kyrkostas once more. Gets it to Shines. Shines to Zenstein in front. Zenstein with a shot. And it's lost, but Alvarez stops it again. 22.1 seconds to go. Wow. Just wow, Pat. This is one of the most electric games I think I have ever seen. So many chances for the Lakers in front, as the Lakers are going to take a timeout now, try to figure out what they can do with 22 seconds left, see if they can find the back of the net, and see if they can stop this extremely hot Alvarez in net.
You've said it. She's been playing lights out this entire game and keeping this team in it. This should not be a 0-0 score the way that Oswego State has dominated the offensive phase of play. But Alvarez just staying with every puck. Even when the rebounds come, she's got Oswego flustered. I don't think Oswego knows how to beat her.
Yeah, it's hard to beat her when even the opportunities in front, loose puck opportunities in front, when there's a ton of bodies in front, you can't really see where the puck is. Even though she can't see where the puck is, she's still not letting anything by her. She is standing tall. She's just standing in the net like a wall. Nothing seems to even be able to get nearly close to squeaking by her. All the saves she has made have been solid contact on her pads.
And save that opportunity that Oswego State passed the puck a little bit too much, where they hit two successive trailers. the way they've been playing these offensive chances is whenever you see that little black piece of rubber on the ice, just direct it towards the net. Sticks on pucks, but they're not going there. And it feels weird to say when you're in this late of a stage of the game, you got to be patient. You got to take your opportunities when you get them.
As a line change for Canton, they're going to take out Valaket and instead elect to go with Hansen, the defenseman. That one's going to go up to Zenstein at the point, and a good shot, but it's blocked by Snook. 12 seconds to go here in the third period. Simone Bednarik and Mac Hull back behind the net, battling 5 seconds to go, and it looks like this one is going to go into an extra frame as it's just tied up along the boards. Canton is not going to risk anything in their own zone before the end of the game. So we now go into an overtime period. Oswego 37 shots, Canton 17. Just a really dominant offensive display from Oswego. They've been running the offensive zone, getting shot opportunity after shot opportunity, rebounds galore, but it's not necessarily Canton's defense that's stopping them. It's Serena Alvarez.
And how do you play this 3-on-3 if you're either side?
I feel like if you're Oswego, what you have to do is Alvarez has been very good when she sees the puck in front of her. You have to get Alvarez moving. You have to try to work that backdoor opportunity. Good puck movement is going to be essential for the Lakers. And if you're Canton, Oswego struggled on rushes. Rushes have been the downfall of the Lakers so far in this game. A lot of the chances Canton have had have been 2-woman opportunities, 3-woman rushes. It's been those odd woman rushes that have given Canton good chances, whether it's a rebound chance in front or just a shot coming down the wing. I feel like both teams, if they can do that, if Oswego can spread the puck out, get Alvarez moving, they should be able to find the net.
Now, will Oswego State, it'll be interesting to see if the pace remains the way that it was. Obviously, it's 3-on-3, so it's naturally going to be a little bit of a slower game as possession is priority in a game that has featured a possession clinic from the Oswego State Lakers. Does the play continue to go fast, or does Oswego State be patient?
Yeah, both teams are going to have to find out how they want to play this. Do they want to play it quick and speedy like we were saying, just rushing as they were the first 3 periods, or do you try to slay it back a little bit? As we take a look here at the period summary, Oswego 0-5 on power plays this game. The power play has not been there for the Lakers, but it's not necessarily that their power play hasn't looked good. The power plays looked very good. Serena Alvarez has just looked that much better.
Alvarez has been good, and Oswego State, like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, is a little bit flustered by Alvarez maybe not making decisions that should have been the right ones in the moment. It's always difficult to judge those from like a right-wrong perspective because realistically you're talking about a half a second difference between what you see and when it comes to how you're going to play it. Here we go.
And face-offs were 25-21 Oswego as instantly off the bat Malone goes down and it's going to be a penalty is called on Canton. We are not even 5 seconds into the play and Canton already is down a player. That is going to be Clement. She is not happy at all whatsoever on that. Honestly, a very close call that could have gone either way. So Oswego, although
she knows.
Although it's a 3-on-3 overtime period, they now get a 4th player for the advantage.
And Clement hasn't looked up at all.
She is not happy about what has just happened. A 4-on-3 opportunity was awarded to Oswego earlier in the game, but nothing came out of that clearly as we are in a 0-0 overtime as Bednarik's going to hit an escape turn.
That's the difference now,
there.
Isn't it?
And now coming down the ice is Haas with a little bit of speed. She's got it back to Bednarik. Over to Zenstein. Zenstein's playing it at the hash marks to Bednarik at the top of the circles. Bednarik, Malone. Malone tries to get a little bit of a chip shot off. Couldn't really do so. Zenstein over to Bednarik. Bednarik back to Malone, and that one just goes under her stick. Malone's got it at the hash marks. Up to the point, Zenstein. Bednarik at the face-off circle. She shoots that one. It goes over the roof, or over the helmet of Alvarez. Bednarik once more. Zenstein at the top of the circle. Zenstein shoots it, but that one's blocked by Snook. Back behind the net. Haas is going to pick that one up at the goal line. Going to trade places with Bednarik. Bednarik's going to try to sneak back door for an opportunity. Get in front for a opportunity there, and his shot bounces off the tip of the glove from Alvarez. A good screen from Bednarik. Haas taking it in, looks back door, Malone, and she nails it off the post. Wide open backdoor opportunity and nails the post. Haas takes a tumble there, and coming down the ice now is Canton. They're skating it, and they're just going to fire it on net from the red line. Levy gloves it. She's going to play it over to Bednarik. Bednarik, escape turn. She's done that quite a bit this game, and it's been quite effective for her in creating space. Hull coming down the ice now. Hull takes it down the near side wing, wraps it around the back of the net, and Clement is now out of the penalty box. Nothing happens on that power play for the Lakers. McGrath gets taken down behind the net, and like Pat said, a huge penalty kill for Canton.
4-on-4 to the next whistle.
Clement coming down. She just got out of the box. Clement far side, near side, sorry. Good block from Rhea Zemlak. Zemlak looking for a stick. Not the time to go chasing your stick. Bit of a questionable play from Rhea Zemlak there. She, rather than playing the body or taking the puck, she elects to chase her own stick and takes herself out of position.
And Canton's unable to capitalize, and that's lucky for Oswego State. And 2:26 left to go in this one. Multiple opportunities for the Lakers. Haas needed to elevate that puck just a little bit more. She had the entire far upper corner of the net empty. Instead, gets the glove of Alvarez.
And on that backdoor pass, Malone just nails it off the post. But McGrath's coming down the near side with a chance, and she rigs it off the crossbar. She nails that one off the crossbar, and it goes up into the netting. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, you know all about hitting the crossbar. That one was the opposite, though. It did not go down after. It skies right over like a field goal.
And Oswego State can't buy a goal, it seems.
They can't. They have had so many opportunities here in this game, but nothing has found the back of the net as Haas has it at the point. Back to Bednarik, trying to find Malone. Malone's got it down below the goal line. She's got two Canton players on her and a shot from the point. Bednarik just sails that one right on the clapper. Malone gets taken to the boards. Close play there, no penalty called. And a hooking call will be called against Canton, and Oswego has another power play on this overtime opportunity. 1:45 here to go in the overtime period. Oswego once again has a 4-3 woman lead.
And you know, that is the most obvious penalty that you'll ever see.
It was
good call by the referee to get that one. It's a tough call to make with 1:45 remaining. Canton will be shorthanded the rest of the game. Oswego, here's your chance. Can you beat Alvarez?
If you ever wanted a chance more than ever, it's right now for the Lakers. Zenstein gets that one down. Malone, Haas with the shot opportunity. She elects not to shoot, gets it to Zenstein instead, and Zenstein shoots it. It's still lost in front. The opportunity gets it to Zenstein at the point again, and that one's going to be hit off the stick of Leighton and goes over the top of the net. Simone Bednarik has it at the far side circle, brings it back up to Zenstein. Cross ice, Haas. Haas looks back door for Bednarik, can't get it. Haas with a shot opportunity there, and it gets blocked by Hansen in front of the net. And this Canton defense has been really solid all game. Leighton coming down the ice now. That one's going to get up to Zenstein again, over to Haas. 1 minute to go in the game here. Zenstein coming down, 2-on-1 opportunity for the Lakers here. Zenstein and Malone. Zenstein shoots it, and the perfect rebound chance, but nobody was there to recollect it. Hull has it back behind the net. She's going to try to bring it in for a forehand, backhand. Can't do so. It's poked away. 45 seconds to go in the game. Shines throws a hit there on Clement. And it's back out of the zone, regrouped in the neutral zone for the Lakers. Hull has it. Hull with 3 goals yesterday. Shines shoots that one, and it's nowhere close to the net. Zenstein just trying to throw it on net now. They're not even looking for quality chances. They're just looking for something. And Shines once again misses on the perfect backdoor pass from McGrath. McGrath now picks it up below the goal line.
Last licks.
Goes over to Hull. Hull throws it across the ice to Zenstein. Zenstein with a shot opportunity in front. The rebound missed by Shines. 4 seconds to go. Hull tries throwing it, and this one's just going to be tossed down the ice. And we are going into a shootout. We are not going into a shootout. I believe
Too many tournament games.
Too many tournament games. We do not go into a shutout. This one's just going to be called
a 0-0 draw.
A tie game, and what a game it was. We had opportunities galore for both teams. That overtime period, Oswego was in control the entire time, and they really had so many chances to score. But the story of this game is Serena Alvarez, 44 shots faced, 44 saves. You cannot ask for a better performance than that. Both goalies with 1,000 save percentage today, no goals. And you really can't ask for a more entertaining game than that. You can't ask for a better performance out of both goalies, Pat.
And that's just 2 shots short of Oswego's high in shots for the season when they put up 46 against Buffalo State. But here, none of them get past.
And
Serena Alvarez
fantastic game.
Carries her team to a 0-0 tie, and that's huge when it comes to Newell Conference play.
And nothing.
We might be witnessing the battle of the 2 powerhouses that are not named Plattsburgh.
And nothing but respect from both teams. You can't do anything but respect the other team after that. 65 extremely hard-played minutes of hockey from both teams, but it ends in a 0-0 tie here in the Deb. 44 shots for the Lakers, 18 shots for the Canton Kangaroos, and they had all the opportunities in that overtime period. 2 4-on-3 opportunities for Oswego, but they weren't able to bury any. But that's all we have for our coverage here on WTOP 10 of Oswego State Women's Hockey. I'm Kyle Spizak, from Pat Machado, from everybody back in our control room, everybody that came up this weekend. You know, it's winter break right now. A lot of our crew traveled up here to cover the games this weekend. So a huge appreciation to everybody that made the trip this weekend to cover the games. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, and that is our coverage of Oswego State hockey here on WTOP 10.